Welcome to the fascinating world of the cell. Today we're going to explore the amazing organelles that make life possible and then dive into the cell cycle with a special focus on the centrioles and their role in mitosis. Let's get started. First, we have the nucleus, the brain of the cell. It contains the DNA, the instructions that tell the cell how to function and grow. Inside the nucleus, we also find the nucleolus, which is busy making ribosomes, the cell's protein factories. Next up is ribosomes. They're the workers that read the DNA instructions and build proteins, which are essential for almost everything in your body, from your muscles to your immune system. After ribosomes, we have the endoplasmic reticulum. The rough ER is covered in ribosomes and help fold proteins into their proper shapes. The smooth ER has no ribosomes and is responsible for making lipids and detoxifying harmful substances. Next up, we have the Golgi apparatus, which is the shipping department of the cell. Once proteins are made, they head to the Golgi apparatus. Think of it as the cell's postal service. It packages, modifies, and ships proteins to their final destinations in and outside of the cell. Now let's talk about the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. These organelles convert food into ATP, which is the energy currency that fuels all the cell's activities. While cells produce fuel, they also produce waste as well. And that's where lysosomes come in. They break down waste and recycle old cell parts to keep everything running smoothly. Now, if you think of the cell as a business or a factory, think of the cell membrane as security or gatekeepers. Every cell has a membrane, a barrier that controls what enters and leaves the cell, ensuring it maintains the right balance of nutrients and ions. Now let's talk about today's focus, which is the centrioles, or the organizers of cell division. These small cylindrical structures are crucial for cell division. During mitosis, they organize the spindle fibers that help separate the chromosomes, but we'll talk more about them when we dive into the cell cycle. The cell cycle is the life cycle of a cell, and is divided into two main phases, interphase and mitosis. So let's break them down. First up is interphase. This is the longest phase of the cell cycle. The cell grows, replicates its DNA, and gets ready for division. This consists of three stages. G1 phase, where the cell grows and performs its normal functions. S phase, the cell replicates its DNA, so there are two copies of every chromosome. And finally, G2 phase, where the cell continues to grow and prepares all the machinery needed for mitosis. Now let's move on to mitosis, where the cell actually divides into two identical cells. The process is broken down into four main stages: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. In the prophase, the chromosomes condense and become visible, the nuclear membrane starts to break down, and centrioles move to opposite sides of the cells, organizing the spindle fibers. In metaphase, the chromosomes line up in the middle of the cell, held in place by the spindle fibers. In the anaphase, the chromosomes are pulled apart, with each sister chromatid moving to opposite sides of the cell. The centrioles continue to organize the spindle fibers. And finally, in telophase, the nuclear membrane starts to reform around the separated chromosomes, and the cell begins to pinch in the middle. Following these four stages of mitosis comes cytokinesis, which is the final split. Finally, cytokinesis occurs, where the cytoplasm divides and two daughter cells are formed, each with the same number of chromosomes as the original cell. And that's it! From the powerhouse of the mitochondria to the centrioles organizing cell division, each organelle has a vital role in keeping the cell healthy and functional. Thanks for joining me on this cell adventure. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing science videos.